Hey guys, welcome back. So this is the I think it's '07 M109. You've seen that a couple sometime back. Calvin dropped off from Louisiana to me to do, and so some of the things I think in the earlier videos we said what the plans were and what we're going to do. They pretty much stayed on course. Of course, he's got the 21 on the front end. The triples are not raked, so it's just a standard triples that he has. Did put a new fender on it, of course. That fender came from Mean Cycles. It's a Sumo X, 21-inch long shot fender. The hardware that I used for it was a little bit different than what they sent, because what they sent, you'd actually have to do some modifications. And so I used some of the original hardware, and because I have a lot of bikes and bikes I've stripped down over the years, I have parts bins with miscellaneous nuts and bolts and stuff like that. So I was able to use some really nice hardware to make it work and not have to modify anything, because it's a universal setup. It's a nice fender though. It's really nice. I do recommend it. Didn't require any prep work. I mean, I did wet sand it for adhesion, do a 2K primer, and then my base color and my clear, of course. The Batwing up here is from Wide Open Customs. Now I had this same Batwing on my bike. You guys seen it in other videos. I love this better than any other fairing. It fits well. I just like the speakers in the back. I'll show you all that. It's the JVCs. Really nice setup. The floorboards he already had. The grips we put on. I did have to modify the bar ends a little bit just to be able to make those grips work. Originally he had different risers and some small apes, but they were too narrow to fit with the risers, so we had to go back with the original bars for now. The exhaust got changed out. I forget what he had, the name of it. It was a big ass boom cannon. You guys have seen it. It's really nice, really deep, but he wanted something a little bit louder. So again, after he seen my bike, we decided to go with these Freedom Performance Sharp Curve. If you guys haven't heard them, there's tons of videos out there. I've got some videos myself on how they compare to the Cobra Sweps, so you can check out those other videos if you want. The bags are my bags. Let me put this with my old bags. These are standard hard bag. They're a 4-inch stretched bag, which is a little bit deeper than what comes stock with Harleys. They have aftermarket injection molded lids that hold 2 6x9s. So he's got 4 6x9s total, and he's got 4 5 1/4s up front. Here's the amp. He went with a Soundstream amp. It's really nice. That model I think is like a SD 1000, I think it is. Let's see if we can get some video there. A little dark inside the bag. So really nice. It does put out some good volume, really well. These speaker lids did not come with pillars that you could do tethers. Okay, so what I did is I custom made my own tethers. This is just cable. It's a sheathed cable. You can buy it at Lowe's in the hardware section by the foot. I think these are, maybe, I don't know, 8 inches, something like that. And then I covered them with heat shrink so they wouldn't scratch anything, even though they're already sheathed. And then we just used standard ring terminals like you use in electrical connections. Crimped them, made sure they were really solid. Run one up under each bolt for the speaker, and then one right behind the hinge bolts. And so just cheap tethers. I probably got $10 of material in both sides, so really can't beat that at all. Not at all. Alright, so the taillights. Again, the project kind of changed a little bit on the taillights. What we were going to use originally was a flush mount, but they wouldn't work. So we ended up using these. I picked these guys up off eBay for like 75 bucks. Really nice. I do have a I don't know what you guys call it. It's a little module you plug in, and when you hit the brakes flash, so people see you behind you, a little bit more aware of, you know, you're being in front of them. Picked it up off eBay for like $5 maybe. A lot cheaper than some of the other ones that's out there for 20, 30, 40 bucks. I myself have used one for years, never had a problem with it. So for $5, you know, it's a deal. The two little lights you see down at the bottom left and right there, those are actually going to be his turn signals. So you got turn signals at the bottom, you got park and brake up top, well, running lights and brake at top. And the lights I used for the tag, we actually used, you can't see them because it's daylight outside now, but behind that frame on all four sides are little pieces of LED strip. I used a white 335 LED strip. And I had to cut it to section. Sorry, I had to cut it to section so that I could put one section on all four sides. Soldered all my pieces together, silicone them to make it weatherproof, and they're stuck to the tag bracket, excuse me. So if he ever has to change tag, he can do that without having to lose his lights. Again, maybe 10, 12 bucks in those LED strips. Picked them up off eBay. So it lights up the whole tag beautifully, very bright. He's not gonna have any problem with law enforcement, anything like that. And really cheap, better than some of the really expensive lighted tail brackets out on the market. So he's gonna get a different seat made. That's actually my seat. The seat has to be narrowed a little bit in order to fit between the bags. So he's gonna get his own seat done. Originally I was gonna get that done for him, but we ran out of time. And of course you can see the speaker set up there. No different than any other wide open customs fairing that you've seen. But again, really sounds good. He's gonna like it. I mean, I love mine. Absolutely love it. So anyway, just wanted to show this to you guys. That's how it turned out. Stay tuned for mine. I've got a 26 going on the front of mine. And down and out bags, they're going like 8-inch down, 10-inch back. No, 6-inch down and 10-inch back, excuse me. So doing the paint on that now, fabrication. That's going to be done by the end of this month because Bike Week is coming and I will be there. So anyway, guys have any questions, let me know.